Imagine you're out exploring, miles from anyone. When disaster strikes, you're trapped, alone, with no hope of rescue. What would you do to survive? This isn't a hypothetical question. It's the real-life story of Aron Ralston, a man whose will to live pushed him to the absolute limit. On April 26, 2003, Aron, an experienced outdoorsman, was canyoneering solo in Blue John Canyon, Utah. It was a beautiful day, a routine adventure for him. As he was climbing down a narrow slot canyon, a half-ton boulder, which he thought was stable, shifted. In an instant, his right arm was pinned against the canyon wall. He was completely trapped. He yelled for help, but his voice just echoed back in the silent canyon. He was over 15 miles from his truck, and worse, he hadn't told anyone where he was going. The reality of his situation was grim. He had a small amount of water, 2 burritos, and a cheap multi-tool. For 5 days, Aron battled dehydration, hunger, and hypothermia. He tried everything to free himself. He chipped away at the rock with his multi-tool, tried to rig a pulley system with his climbing ropes, but nothing worked. The boulder wouldn't budge. He rationed his water, sipped his own urine to stay hydrated, and recorded goodbye messages for his family on his video camera, convinced he was going to die. By the 5th day, he was out of water and losing hope. He began to have visions of his future child, a little boy he felt he had to meet. This vision gave him a new surge of determination. He realized there was only one way out. It was a choice no one should ever have to make. But for Aron, it was a choice between life and certain death. He knew what he had to do. Using the dull blade of his multi-tool, he began the agonizing process of amputating his own arm. First, he had to break the bones in his arm by wrenching them against the boulder. Then, over the course of an hour, he painstakingly cut through the muscle, nerves, and tendons. After freeing himself, his ordeal was far from over. He still had to rappel 65 feet down, a cliff face with one arm, and then hike 7 miles out of the canyon under the scorching sun. Miraculously, he stumbled upon a family from the Netherlands who were hiking in the area. They gave him water and alerted the authorities. A helicopter was dispatched, and 6 hours after amputating his arm, Aron Ralston was finally rescued. His story, famously depicted in the movie 127 Hours, is a powerful testament to the human spirit's resilience and the sheer will to survive against all odds. Today, Aron is a motivational speaker, a father to that son he saw in his vision, and continues his adventures in the great outdoors. His story reminds us that even in our darkest moments, there is always hope, and the human capacity to overcome adversity is truly limitless. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as incredible as I do, please like this video and subscribe for more amazing true stories. See you next time.